Hey guys, and welcome back to Klonoa Empire of Dreams. So today we're going to head to Jiobob, the food land, which I believe is Klonoa's favorite because food. Who doesn't love food? Screw opera and screw fighting, but food. And pretty much they wanted steak and burgers and everything, but what they got is carrots. Because the chef is gone. But they don't want carrots, of course. Really, because he's a cabbage. Cabbages don't want carrots because they're cats first and rabbits second. I don't know. But it's coincidence and the carrots are left, and so we gotta take care of this monster. But I don't know. So let's go to the first vision. And we're instantly brought into this really good music setting. I really like this stuff. The background is very beautiful. And I kind of have the little, kind of the food. Like each aesthetic of the stage has to do with what they're based off of, like what they're called. So that's really cool. But anyways, we have the boomies. And the boomies are like a time bomb sort of thing. So what they do is that they have a little timer on them, and they will explode after that certain amount of time. It's kind of like an explosive box. That's an enemy. So you can't step on them, but they can be used multiple times until they explode. And they're really utilized through the game because they are involved in a lot of puzzles, which we'll see as we go through these next few stages. But we're gonna proceed to go over here and try to go grab those balloons, or those balloons. We got the balloons. They're golden. I don't know. But anyways, we have our first little puzzle thing. We gotta use the boomies to break the obstacles. And these obstacles pop up a lot, and we use the boomies a lot to blow them up. You gotta be kind of careful though, so don't get too close when you hit the boomie away, because you will get hurt if you're too close to the explosion. But anyways, we're gonna go through this door. Proceed to the next part. So on this part right here, this puzzle can be annoying if you don't know what you're doing. You gotta be really careful with this puzzle, because you can get severely hurt if you don't know like you're going on being just dumb. So these two boomies pretty much are used that you throw the one up here all the way to the left, so that it goes in the ledge. And then you use the other boomie on the floor level to pretty much kind of boost up again. It's like a double, like having two boxes. Anyway, so that you can pretty much get to the puzzle. So it's like things like this that make you kind of overthink. So you don't want to really use too much brain power going through these stages, because they give you a sense of like a false challenge in a way. Not really a false challenge, but it makes it seem harder than it really is. So take it with a grain of salt and kind of go for the more common approach instead of trying to do a lot of experimental stuff. I can't help it because that's how kind of I am as a person. I like to check a lot of things out, but don't try to do like I do. So with that, we proceed to the second area. Like when I see this kind of stuff, it looks a lot like, what game is that? Crash? The kind of the World Select. But that's besides the point. So this part of the stage is they use the boomies to blow up the arrow, which will lead to the obstacle. And those arrows, they do not come back if you mess up. So you gotta be really careful when you're placing those things down, because when you do mess up, it'll leave the room, because those little air things don't come back. The boomers do, but the arrows don't. It's kind of like an explosive box. It works really similar to a box with the whole weighing down the vent kind of system they have going on. But other than that, it really isn't that similar. So we're gonna go to the circle door. Kind of throw up here. There's a little air up there. We'll come back to that later. Because everything loops. Everything loops. But here we have the puzzle in which you gotta hit that button with pretty much this blocks and the boomer. So I barely kind of missed, and it threw the whole thing off. So I gotta leave the room and come back. So you gotta be really precise and careful, because you can't just throw the boomer because you don't have enough room to kind of throw it down. You hit it with the comes back, and there we got the button. You must use the little kind of boomy to proceed this puzzle. Hopefully not explode. If you didn't, which is pretty fortunate. Sometimes I hate when these hearts are in the way, because then sometimes you want to go get them back because you're kind of dying, but you kind of can't because they're right in your jump pattern. Or not jump pattern, kind of in your jump area, if I may say so. Nothing really major, but it can be kind of annoying. And this puzzle as well can be irritating as a puzzle can, because it's kind of multi-phased. You have the boomer, you have the button, and you have the kind of platform. You can't just fly on the platform, because if you remember right, you can't just hit the platform and have it stay there, it disappears. So we have to knock ourselves on there, kind of float a little bit as we wait for the balloon to explode. Because you try to hit it when you have, like, just the button, you will not make it in time, you get a few seconds kind of off in a way. You won't be able to make it, but just, it's more trouble than it's worth. Now these are switches, and switches pretty much help open doors temporarily until you step off of them, which is kind of pretty normal. So what you need to do is get the box up there to pretty much throw it over in there, throw it into where the door is, and get this button exploded. Because I'm messing up, because I always do that. I experiment too much. I need to stop experimenting. I don't know why I do that. I just like to experiment, just like test things out. You know, I know it's not gonna work. I know the right way, but my stupid self doesn't want to work with me. And I overthink things, and I try to do everything in the book until the normal thing pops up. You want to be kind of careful, because you have to go a lot around. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. So trying to complete this game as quick as possible, you're gonna have a little try. So we're gonna get this and get the box so we can get back down. And we are going to leave this shindig, leave this party for the next one. And I like how he falls into the door, like he falls right on the door. You can kind of slip in the door. That's pretty kind. That's pretty funny. And these just get really long, because they add a lot of kind of more difficult puzzles. So up here is the triangle door from the springs, which we're going to see later. And over there to our right, as seen, is our circle door. Suppose you gotta go down here, and we're greeted with a hybrid little puzzle, which just takes a lot of time in. I mean, there's probably other ways to do it later. That's a later puzzle though. So what we need to do is get our little friend, the Boomy, over there to the obstacle so we can get it out. What we also gotta do is go back, because we can't get up there without our friend, the Boomy. So we gotta go back, grab him, and do the exact same thing, just kind of keep him around so we can throw him off again. And then we're gonna grab this guy right here and pretty much propel ourselves up to the left. Just be careful you don't fall or anything. That can be pretty devastating. We're gonna blow this obstacle up so we can pretty much do the same thing. Get into that key for one. We gotta blow up to that key. And then we gotta blow that door open with the Boomy, which is right there. And this one is not that. This one's not that hard. This is a pretty easy one. They give you a little place to kind of hold down there, so we can go up back and get to that door on our right. And we have kind of a spike pit. That's actually kind of annoying. It can be a little challenge because you don't see. You're kind of making a leap of faith. I mean, I was probably being a little risky, just a little bit. But it's kind of a leap of faith. You gotta kind of know what you're doing, know what's up, and be really careful. So we're gonna get this little boomy back up there so we can hit the obstacle. Because that's things that we want. That's things that we really, really want. So we messed that up. And now we can get up there with our good other friend, the respawning boomy. I said boomy. I'm gonna see a lot of different things in this little thing, aren't I? So here we have more of that switch stuff. We have two different doors. So up in the other door, it's actually the star. And pretty much right here, what we have to do is blow this one up, and then grab the boonie to get into that one, and kind of maneuver the boonie away. Let me let it blow up first, because we don't want this thing blow up. So I'm gonna quickly throw that, and then throw the boonie. But because I mess up, what we have to do is push ourselves up back there, so we can get the key. Go kind of use it to get up. But again, I play kind of stupid and I get really hurt. But everyone's be a little daredevil sometimes. That's just kind of fun. But we're gonna hit this one right here and get our third star. Okay, second star. My bad. I had a little kind of Freudian slip. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Right here. Now we're heading to the third star, which is behind the triangle door. So we're back to the springs that I mentioned at the beginning. And jump up there and get our last star, which is really easy. Like no challenge at all. Kind of like a reward for doing all that hard work. So next time, we will tackle the later stages in this game. Have a great day, everyone. Peace.